Most people are running a race they can never win. They wake up, work hard, pay bills, and repeat, believing that one day they'll finally make it. But what if I told you the game is rigged? That the road you're on was never designed to take you where you want to go? Sarah's realization, a life on autopilot meet. Sarah, a graphic designer who spent years climbing the corporate ladder. She worked long hours, earned promotions, and bought into the promise of stability. Yet, despite her efforts, she felt trapped in a cycle of paycheck-to-paycheck living. One evening, after another grueling day at work, Sarah confided in her friend, Mike. "I've been working so hard, but I feel like I'm running in place. Will I ever get ahead?" Mike leaned forward, his voice calm but firm. "The problem isn't how hard you're working, it's the system you're playing in. You're following a script that wasn't written for you." Intrigued, Sarah began questioning the narrative she'd been sold. She started reading books on entrepreneurship, attending seminars, and surrounding herself with people who challenged conventional thinking. Slowly, she realized the truth. The traditional path wasn't leading her to freedom. It was keeping her tethered to someone else's game. The system's lie. From the time you're a kid, you're handed a script. Study hard, get a degree, find a stable job, work for decades, and someday you'll be free. But look around. Is that how freedom works? Does working 40 years for scraps sound like a winning strategy? The truth is, this system was designed to benefit those at the top, the ones who own businesses, assets, and investments. If you're stuck trading time for money, you're not in control. You're just another player in someone else's game. David's dilemma. Following the script, David, a software engineer, followed the prescribed path to success. Top-tier university, prestigious internship, high-paying job. Yet, despite his accomplishments, he felt unfulfilled. His salary barely kept pace with rising costs, and his dreams of financial independence seemed further away than ever. During a coffee chat with a mentor, David voiced his frustration. "I did everything right. Why does it still feel like I'm losing?" His mentor smiled knowingly. "Because you're playing by rules designed to keep you dependent. The system rewards compliance, not creativity. To win, you need to rewrite the script." Inspired, David began exploring side projects, eventually launching a SaaS product that automated tedious tasks for developers. Within months, his passive income surpassed his salary, proving that breaking free required stepping off the beaten path. The escape plan. So how do you break free? The answer is simple. Stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like a creator. Instead of trading time for money, create something that makes money without you. Look at the wealthiest people in the world. They build things, businesses, technology, intellectual property. They solve problems for millions of people, and in return, wealth flows to them. The secret isn't working harder, it's working smarter, leveraging systems, automation, and scale to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck grind. Emma's evolution. From employee to entrepreneur. Emma, a retail manager, initially dismissed entrepreneurship as risky and impractical. However, inspired by stories of self-made millionaires, she decided to test the waters. Starting small, Emma launched an Etsy shop selling handmade jewelry. At first, progress was slow, and doubts crept in. But Emma persisted, reinvesting profits into marketing and expanding her product line. Eventually, she outsourced production and focused on scaling her brand globally. Today, Emma runs a thriving e-commerce business while traveling the world. Reflecting on her journey, Emma said, "I used to trade my hours for a paycheck. Now, I trade ideas for income. That shift changed everything." The real path to wealth. Most people think wealth comes from saving and investing over decades. But that's not how the truly wealthy do it. They accelerate their wealth through ownership and scale. Think about it. Starting a business that generates $10,000 a month is faster than saving $10,000 over years. Owning digital assets, like an online store, a software product, or even a monetized YouTube channel lets you earn while you sleep. Real estate investors don't work for money. They let their properties do the work. Wealth is a game of leverage, not labor. Mark's momentum, scaling. Smartly Mark, a teacher turned entrepreneur, initially struggled to balance his love for education with his desire for financial freedom. After attending a seminar on wealth building, he committed to creating scalable solutions. He launched an online course teaching educators how to integrate technology into their classrooms. Initially skeptical, Mark reinvested earnings into improving content and expanding offerings. Within 2 years, his courses attracted thousands of subscribers worldwide, generating passive income that far exceeded his teaching salary. Looking back, Mark smiled. Saving nickels and dimes won't make you rich. Building scalable systems will. Once I understood that, my life transformed. Rejecting the system's script. If you want financial freedom, you have to reject the system's script. Stop thinking like an employee. Start thinking like a producer. Build something, solve problems, create value that scales. That's the real shortcut to wealth. Rachel's redemption. Embracing ownership. Rachel, a former retail manager, faced setbacks after multiple failed attempts at launching a business. Determined to turn things around, she adopted a growth mindset, viewing failures as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. She surrounded herself with mentors, joined networking groups, and immersed herself in personal development resources. Each small win, whether landing a client or mastering a new skill, reinforced her belief in her ability to succeed. Eventually, Rachel launched a profitable e-commerce store, attributing her success to her willingness to challenge old beliefs. I stopped seeing failure as final, Rachel reflected. Now I see it as feedback. That shift changed everything. Building your own road. The road to financial freedom isn't walked, it's built. So stop walking someone else's path and start paving your own James journey. Creating legacy. James, a corporate accountant, dreamed of leaving a lasting impact beyond spreadsheets and tax returns. Inspired by visionaries like Elon Musk and Richard Branson, James decided to build something meaningful. He founded a fintech startup offering affordable financial tools for underserved communities. Though challenging, James stayed committed, leveraging automation and partnerships to scale efficiently. Within 5 years, his platform helped millions achieve financial literacy, earning him both wealth and purpose. The system tells us to fit in, James advised others, but true success comes from standing out. Build something that matters, not just for you, but for others too. Paving your own path. The traditional script promises security but delivers stagnation. The escape plan requires courage, creativity, and commitment. By rejecting outdated narratives and embracing ownership, you can rewrite your story, one brick at a time. The road to financial freedom isn't pre-paved, it's yours to construct. Will you continue walking someone else's path, or will you start building your own?